Uh, okay. Okay. This is some therapy session right now. This is some. Okay. Now we're seated. Okay, tell me. What's your problem? No, like, what's really your problem? Is it that other people are trying what they're trying while you're not? Well, never mind. It's not even therapy at all. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to everybody who subscribed. Shout out to everybody who's remained subscribed. My name is Krusher Recs, Revenator, after my the haters, rapper, songwriter, content create. One of the best rappers of his time, and the slogan goes to the naysayers. I really lose nothing. To the naysayers, bro. Yo, I lose nothing. I'm literally one of the best out there. I want to think, and I'm a human being, dog. I'm a human being. I'm realistic, in as much as it's like I'm sort of obsessed about rapping and freestyling and whatever, because me being so passionate about rapping and freestyling, and me being, I don't know, maybe I guess infatuated with the idea of being the best rapper of my time. You know, it has a whole lot of people in my locale really hating on me. I don't want to lie. I had something in particular today, and even if they want to deny it, they did it. They did it. They stole my property. That's what they did. They stole my property, and I don't think that that's really wise, especially considering that we're black people. I don't think that's wise, dog. You go around stealing people's shit. I don't think that's wise. And that's what happened today. Young Todd. So, hey, we're African, dog. And these guys, yeah, these guys obviously hate on me because I'm doing my own thing. I'm not going any, I'm not going after any local sponsorships. I'm not mingling with any local people. I'm just doing my shit. I'm just haywire. I'm a rogue. I'm on YouTube and I have people in my locale really hating on me. Johan van Skilvik. Johan van Skilvik. How are you? How are you doing, Johan? If you're human, Johan, it's very nice meeting you. My name is Krusher Recs, Revenator, Aftermother Haters, rapper, songwriter, content creator. One of the best rappers of his time, and the slogan goes to the naysayers, I really lose nothing. Alright? And if you're lucky enough, I'm just gonna do a young freestyle. If you're a fan of hip hop rap, I'm just gonna do a young freestyle. And of course, if you like what you hear, hit me with that like button, hit me with that subscribe button. Make sure to click that notification bell because you are gonna know of incoming posts. Um, Jokerine, are you a human being, Jokerine? If you're a human being, Jokerine, hi to you too. But okay, Jokerine, you are human. Jokerine, Jacor, Jack, Jacor. Damn, forgive me for the mispronunciation. Forgive me for the mispronunciation. Um. Okay, this one is. Hey, yo, Mark Johnson, are you real, dog? Hey, yo, Mark Johnson, are you real, bro? Are you a human being, bro? Mark Johnson, are you a human being, bro? Because I have a really bad case of. Oh, you are. Okay, and the reason why I asked this so emphatically is I have a case of really fake accounts coming onto my shit. So that's why I ask what I ask. so emphatically ngithola ngoba lana kunekuthi ama-account yabo la ibhosha ngithola lekungasiwe ngithola maybe it's some people who are orchestrating this shit on me. I don't fucking know. Gary Snell. Gary Snell says I am in South Africa too. Good to know, man. Where are you from? I'm from city of Mbombela. Um, really an interesting city. Uh, hmm. I'm from city of Mbombela. City of the oldest clock known to man, Adam's calendar, and it's located in Barberton. Make sure to visit Barberton. Make sure to city of Mbombela. Make sure to visit um, uh, our our game reserves. You know what I'm saying? Make sure to visit our historic land sites. Make sure to visit our caves. You know, visit city of Mbombela. Visit city of Mbombela. Okay. Gary Snell says Cape Town. Mark Johnson says Cape Town. Okay, right. Lukman Sidat. That goes out to you too, buddy. Goes out to you too, buddy. With your hayness. Goes out to you too, buddy. Goes out to you too, buddy. You feel me? What y'all niggas thinking? You niggas think that I'm just gonna lose control all the time? Not for your entertainment. I'm here to entertain you, no doubt. But I'm not here to lose control. Because, you know, the job that I'm doing right now is sort of reminding me that I don't have to be in the position to lose control. Because to tell the truth, I've been so freaking comfortable my whole life about shit in terms of what I'm deserving of, what I'm not deserving of. And I don't want to lie to y'all. This what you're deserving of notion is it's killing your mind, dog. It's killing your reasoning capacity. It's killing the capabilities of where your thinking could really go. You feel me? Johan asks how many subs. I think like 345 or something. Somewhere there, 345. And yeah, I guess I have to keep on digging deeper, right? Young Todd. So mine I'm Swati. Young Todd. I'm Swati, Kulma Swati. I'm Swati by ethnicity, Young Todd. I'm Swati by blood, basically. And pretty much, Young Todd. If you hear me talk, not nani, like not my accent and blase blase, that's because I love hip hop, I love rap, I love the culture of rap, I love everything hip hop, and I'm a fan of new metal, right? I'm very awkward with my music style. I'm a rapper who's into new metal. Very insane, right? I know. Um, as Busiso Matthews. Yes, Busiso Matthews. Are you a human being, bruh? Are you a human being, bruh? Busiso Matthews, are you a human being, bruh? Confirm that with me, because if you don't, then it just simply means that you're not human at all. Right? You're a spy of some sort, or you're just a bug, or you're just a glitch in the damn system. Oh, you are a human being. Right. No, the reason why I ask is because you repeated a greeting. You repeated a greeting that is not professional. It is not ethical. If you are greeting, you should do that once. You should not be in the position to repeat a greeting because that's just too redundant, especially for people who are grown up. You know what I'm saying? Especially for people who are grown the fuck up. You shouldn't be in the position of, hi, hi, hi. Nah, unless if you are that. Because if you are a bot, or if you have maybe intentions of placing bots to ruin me, I'm gonna notice that there are bots, first of all. And secondly, since this effort is not just only my effort, it is the effort of actual people sitting behind computers somehow, even if somehow the AI is more responsible for pushing Krusher Recs out, the rapper, blah blah blah, out, the freestyler. There are people who are literally sitting behind desks who are responsible for even this happening. So I'm gonna notice if there is a bot, and I'm gonna make means, dog. What do you think? Or not even a bot. I'm gonna notice if there's somebody or if there are people who are negative to the community. And if I have to exclude you and your negativity, that's all I'm gonna do. But at the same time, I'm gonna be in the position to notice that I know we're making jokes. It's not too serious, you know. Don't take it too serious. Don't be like, these people. What? Nah, just relax. Cause then I'm trying to relax. Believe me. Believe me, you. Young girl. So even if I'm bound to switch up the accent and talk like I'm from the States or whatever, just let me do my shit. Just let me do my shit regardless because everybody in this world loves what the fuck they love. That's what I'm gonna say. Even if I'm Swati and I'm like making it sound like I'm from the States or some shit, just let me do what the fuck I love, which is rapping. I love rapping and I love sounding cool. I've always loved sounding cool ever since I was a kid. So I guess that you would call me in that regard one of those kids who grew up very freaking awkward. In the sense of having grown up in a black family in South Africa, blah blah blah, in a black community, blah 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 blah. In that regard, you would you would say, or you would be in that position to say, this guy, he grew up so awkward, dog. He grew up so awkward, so weird, dog. Like you had Abu Malume there, dog, dancing to Kwaito, dog, I was also dancing to Kwaito, believe me. But I just gravitated towards other interests that are sort of not in the scape of, yeah, from South Africa, Kwaito, yeah, Pansula for life. You know, believe me, I grew up on that, on the Pansula for life, notion. But at the same time, I had the balls, I had the kahunas, literally, you know what I'm saying? Since I was a kid, to be like, nah, fuck it, man. I'm just fascinated by a whole lot of philosophy, behind the actuality of rapping. Because, I don't want to sound like I'm disrespectful and say that, South Africa has never been in this notion or in this regard of rapping because it's been like that since the 1980s, 1990s, right? Kwaito was like a motherfucking Kwaito was like a globally recognized musical genre, right? So I don't really disregard that. But what I'm saying is that in me being Swati and stuff like that and loving hip hop rap primarily, nothing to do with Kwaito because that's my take on it. Okay, Kwaito incorporates rapping and blase blase, but like rapping for real, like rapping, really rapping. Ooh, that's a whole different level. I'm just saying, dog. I don't mean to sound like maybe nitpicking or whatever. Not, dog. This is not nitpicking. It's just like it's an artist's perspective, on music and like its textures or its layers or whatever. You feel me? That it's not always what you hear. What you hear isn't what determines the truth of that musical genre, but instead, every musical genre has its own essence. I believe, yeah. So, hip hop Kwaito wouldn't exist without hip hop. And in a sense, since I am in South Africa, hip hop wouldn't exist without Kwaito. So it goes both ways. You understand? And that's how intellectual I choose to go about it. Unlike some other South Africans who would just slam a dude who's utterly like the best rapper simply because they adopt an American persona or whatever. Or South Africans are always snarky like that, like they know some shit, you know. And it doesn't even freaking matter if you have degrees or you don't have. It doesn't matter, bro. Sometimes some things just require you to just shut your freaking mouth, bro, and just. It's either you ride the gravy train or you just off the gravy train, dog. It's not about you are South African enough. You are not nah, dog. That's just old school, dog. You know what I'm saying? And we don't live in the old school. I'm just gonna have to tell Bonota and all these other guys out here, even if I'm not popular, dog. One thing is for sure, we don't live in the old school, dog. Yeah, you are South African enough. You're not South African enough. That shit is old school, dog. That's old thinking. One thing is for sure, if you are the best rapper, you just are the freaking best rapper, nigga. It doesn't matter if you're Swati and you're trying too hard to be American or fuck all that shit, bro. Straight talk, nigga. And it's a rapper talking. It's not even like somebody who's like a fanatic of this shit. It's a rapper talking. It's somebody who's written scripts again and again, who's recorded songs again and again. You know what I'm saying? The only difference being, of course, I'm not as popular as these other guys who are freaking sponsored in most cases. That's the only difference. But one thing is for sure, I have my own essence that I'm embodying. You understand? As a rapper, freestyler, songwriter, content creator, I have my own freaking essence that I am embodying. And I don't give a fuck about being South African enough, not being South African enough. I don't give a fuck. The only thing that I give a fuck about is being the best. That's all I care about, dog. Being South African, you're South African enough. You're not South African. I don't give a fuck about any other shit, dog. None of you got. Some of you guys out here don't even know my freaking story for you to be making all these dumbass conclusions and shit. So that's why it just doesn't freaking matter to me. I'm South African enough. I'm not South African enough. Shove it, bruh. Shove it, dog. Stroke my dick. Stroke my dick. Realist talk. You are not, whoever you are, dog. You're a big promoter. Suck my dick, dog. Straight talk. Because over here, I want to create a community from scratch, dog. I'm told. And I am going to create this community with or without some of y'all. Because some of y'all be like, oh yeah, he's from South Africa. But why is he making it sound... Shut the fuck... Yo, shut your mouth, bruh. Shut your yappity yap, bruh. You ain't talking about none, bruh. Shut up. Msizi Pilasande. How are you, Msizi? Mina ngikhuluma iqiniso bhuti wami la. Ngithola mina into lakhona yabo. Ngimfana emswati yabo, ngimchida emswati. Ngithola ngibuya ngalabo City of Mbumbela, ngibuya ngalabo Nasputa. Ngithola ngikhuluma Swati. Okay, it's not proper Swati, but ngikhuluma Swati. That's what you should know. Swati is my main language. Ngithola it's my home language, Grand Sharp. And I'm Swati by blood. The only difference is I grew up in South Africa. Because South Africa is South Africa after all, right? So I am Swati by blood. And I love rapping. I love freestyling. I love challenging my mind. In as much as it's so hard, believe me, it's so hard. One thing that you gotta understand about freestyling is that you don't really have to force your mind to be in any type of zone or vibe, right? Because freestyling is literally just making, supposed I don't know, monologue, I guess. It's making supposed monologue in real time without any anticipation, without any actual anticipation. You know what I'm saying? It's like catching people, freestyling is about catching people off guard, you understand? And some of you have it backwards because you think that, yeah, freestyling is about being. Freestyling is not about being perfect. That's how every freestyle ends up being dope as hell. That's how every freaking song that has been a freestyle ends up dope as heck. Many of you out here call yourselves rappers. You don't understand the most basic of formulas, dog. Some of y'all is just freaking in your heads, dog, farting out of your damn butts. Some of y'all call yourselves rappers. You don't understand the basic essence of it. The fact that it's not about, when you're freestyling, because some of you guys tend to overcompensate, right? I mean, believe me, when I'm freestyling, I try my best to not compensate for shit. I try my best not compensating for shit. Believe me. Somehow I'm gonna end up compensating. But even if I do compensate, I'm rapping, right? And since I'm rapping and freestyling, I have to make sure that the rhythm and the cadence keeps going. So instead of using fillers, I'm just gonna be like, for example, right? Or I'm gonna be like, how I go though, just as a way of just replacing unnecessary words that are really dumb. You understand? So you need to try hard at and it's not even like a matter of like trying too hard. It's a matter of basicality. It's a matter of muscle memory type of, you know what I'm saying? It's a matter of getting those neural connectivities, you know, reassembled. It's a matter of taking your neuroplasticity way beyond. That is to say, the way in which your brain changes over time and shit like that is about taking it way beyond. I mean, that's what freestyling is about. It's not about fucking perfection. It's not about but he sounds like he's not saying nothing. It's none of it. Fuck all that shit, bro. That's corporate. That's just corporate bullshit, dog. That's just corporate nonsense, nigga. Hmm? Hey, Z, come on. Umfundisi we-rap la uyashumayela umfundisi we-rap. Umfundisi we-hip hop uyashumayela ngithola. Ya le Simon Chutmaye vele uyithola vele lapha etiko lapha vele emalahleni ngithola ithola vele seyiphuma lapha etiko ngithola. So freestyling, yabo. When I freestyle, first of all, I don't try too hard to think about what it is that I'm talking about, because if I already start talking about something, like if you listen to me and pay close attention, you're not gonna try too hard figuring out what the fuck I'm really talking about. Because one thing is for sure, um, once I initiate maybe let's say a rap or a freestyle, and then I start somewhere, obviously, dog, the brain is the brain, dog. It's gonna calibrate same time, but you know what I mean? It's not gonna flinch. It's gonna calibrate same time. It's gonna be like, oh, this guy's talking about this. Oh, okay. Oh, damn, he's rhymed, dog. Fuck, he's still talking about this shit, and he's talking about it like that, and he's not trying to overcompensate about nothing. At the same time, he's making it fun to fucking listen to and freaking jam to. You understand? So when I'm freestyling or rapping in real time, I'm really not trying to overcompensate or overthink about um, maybe like Shakespearean, type shit. You feel me? Because there are dudes like that who like overcompensating it like that, and it's not even supposed to be in that sense. Kuthi vele, yeah, I have to sound like I'm Shakespearean. Blah blah. Fuck, hey Baba, shut up, dog. Keep on practicing. Keep on, bro. It doesn't matter how old you are, by the way. And besides rapping, in order to be famous and shit, you could incorporate rapping as a form of just keeping your brain active. You understand? You could incorporate rapping just as a way of keeping your brain active, dog, proactive. Because when you're rapping and freestyling in real time, meaning that you haven't prepared for this shit, you're just doing it off the top of the dome on the spot, it would mean that you are rewiring your connections, first of all. Number two, it would mean that the basal ganglia is way more engaged. So the basal ganglia being way more engaged it gets your thinking of like, you know what I'm saying, flying. Like, bro, you have to always be in the position to rewire your neural connectivity, because as a human being, yabo, elements like neural plasticity actually depend on how much of a resourceful person you are. You know, that is to say, cerebrally, first of all, your cerebral cortex has to be resourceful, meaning that you have to be in the position to improvise, yabo, and be outside of your comfort zone to keep surviving. Rapping is a discipline. Rapping is a discipline. Rapping is not just, oh man, he sounds so good, he rhymes so accurately. It's not just about that. Rapping is beneficial to the person, first of all, who's doing it, and it's beneficial to the people who actually want to, you know, be sort of harmonious with the whole delivery of the story, and you know, the rhymes, the punchlines, and so on. And so stop overthinking the shit of freestyling. Why is he freestyling like this? Blah 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 blah. Right? And don't think about rapping as a way of being famous, or someday you're gonna be famous, someday you're gonna sell records and blah blah blah. Don't think about it like that, because rapping has the potential to change your mind. First of all, your brain. First of all, rapping is good for your brain because it rewires literally your neural connectivity, your neural pathways, and it makes sure that areas like the basal ganglia are more engaged, meaning that you are likely to be the most resourceful person in any given situation that may come with uncomfortability, because uncomfortability is filled with nothing but deception and illusion. And believe me, with the current job that I'm doing, I'm getting a whole lot of understanding, young Toiler, in terms of I mustn't be comfortable, because being comfortable kills the potentiality and the overall quality performance of the brain, of the body. So yeah, don't be comfortable, dog. Being comfortable is an illusion, and it doesn't matter if you're rich or poor. But being comfortable is an illusion, and every bad situation has the potential to change your whole life forever. So what I mean to say is that don't look at bad situations negatively, but like bad situations, it could be maybe you are uncomfortable within a given moment. That uncomfortability, you mustn't go about it negatively, but you must go about it in a very positive light, because through horrible situations, you come out more fortified, you come out more stronger, you come out more aware, you come out more knowledgeable, you come out more equipped, you know. And don't focus on the doom and gloom the whole time. Always stay relentless, man. You know, always survive and always do what you gotta. And I'm probably gonna see you on the next stream, and on the next stream, I'm probably gonna just go into freestyles, because I done said a whole lot already. And shout out to everybody who was watching this particular stream, this particular rant, this particular sermon. Can I get an amen? Anyways, you know what's going on though. Peace out. Keep on hitting that share button. Remember to always share the live to make the YouTube algorithm favor channel a little bit more. You know what's going on though.